So I just downloaded the brand new Destiny mobile game, Destiny Rising, and I've got to be completely honest with you guys. I thought this game was going to be absolute garbage, but wow was I wrong. Let's talk about some of my first impressions of playing this game. So going into this, I'm a huge Destiny fan. I've put hundreds of hours into both Destiny 1 and Destiny 2, and I actually consider Destiny 1 one of my favorite games of all time. With that being said, I had literally zero expectations for this. I didn't even think I was ever going to even end up downloading it. The fact that they even chose to go to mobile devices made me think it was going to be a really cheap game, and I didn't even want to consider it. However, I have been seeing people talk online saying this game is genuinely good. And since it's free and I was bored the other night, I figured why not just download it? So I decided to give it a shot, and I am very glad that I did. So first thing that I noticed with this game is it is super smooth. It's a really good looking game, but not only that, I didn't experience any glitches my entire time playing this game. It felt super stable and super reliable. I did notice the frame dropped a little bit at one point when I was literally getting bombarded by enemies, but that was totally fine. I'm not gonna lie, and this is not being over dramatic, this game felt smoother than a lot of PC games that I've played. Literally, I did not experience almost any glitches. It really feels like this game has just gone through extensive play tests. Even in the menus too, everything just felt like it was very well thought out. Anytime I needed to switch back and forth from the controller to the touchscreen, it felt like that didn't give me any issues. So I'm super impressed with how reliable this game felt. Now, speaking of controls, let's talk about the controls. When I first started playing this game, I used the in-game controls, which is basically just an overlay on your touchscreen. I absolutely hated that. I thought it felt terrible, and I stopped playing within like 15 minutes. But then the next night, I thought to myself, I wonder if I could hook up a controller. So all I did was simply Bluetooth connected an Xbox controller to my iPhone, and then I decided to boot it up, and it instantly worked, and it was instantly exactly like Destiny. And it felt so smooth, responsive, and honestly fun. It truly felt like I was playing a new Destiny game, and it was a blast. Now, the one downside I will say is that I really only feel comfortable playing this game with a controller, which is good, but it also is kind of bad because I'm not going to bring a controller with me everywhere I go. So I'm really only going to play this game almost like it's a console game. I'm really just going to play it when I'm here. Now, let's talk about the gameplay itself. It honestly reminds me a lot of Destiny 2, but a lot more structured and a lot more polished. That was one of my biggest complaints about Destiny 2, especially if you try to play it in 2025, is it's just an absolute mess. It doesn't even feel like it knows what it wants to be, and there's no direction to head towards. This game does not feel like that. This game feels like it was very well crafted. The progression already seems pretty simple to understand, but I can imagine there's going to be a lot of room for improvement as we go. Combat has felt really satisfying, and it's just been a blast mowing through these enemies, using different weapons and unlocking new skills. And it's also been really fun to just complete different missions and different environments. I've always been a believer that the Destiny series has some of the best first-person gunplay in all of gaming. And I also think it has some of the best graphics and some of the best controls. And all that still feels present here. Something that's really cool about Destiny Rising is it is not owned by Bungie. So I'm not familiar with the studio that does own this game. However, the fact that it's not Bungie just gives me hope. And based on how this game released in such a finished state, I'm already impressed by them. It's also free to play, which is really cool, and I do respect that. And it feels like there's going to be a lot of free gameplay that we're going to get before we have to pay for anything. Now, there is one thing that I'm a little disappointed by, and that is the fact that it's not available on the PC. I think Destiny Rising would absolutely shine on other platforms because this game just feels amazing. If this game was available on PC and PS5 along with mobile and we could switch back and forth, I feel like this game could do really big things. But I'm sure it could be really difficult to code that, and I don't know how any of that works, so I'm sure it's a lot. So this game is brand new, so maybe one day they will port it over to the consoles and PC. I can't stress enough, guys, I was hating on this game from the second I heard about it. I was telling my friends about how Destiny's coming out with a gacha mobile game and it's going to be garbage, but I will say it right now, I was wrong. I was a fool. I am genuinely impressed by this game, and I'm looking forward to playing more of it. I can't believe I'm saying this, but the new Destiny mobile game might be one of the most fun Destiny experiences that I've had in a very long time. And part of that makes me sad, but part of that also makes me optimistic. If you are on the fence about Destiny Rising, just give it a shot. I would highly recommend that you do use a controller, whether it's PS5, Switch, or an Xbox controller. But other than that, this game is awesome. And if you are a Destiny fan and you do connect a controller, I think you're going to end up enjoying this game the way I did. Another thing is I've been playing this on my iPhone, but I can't imagine if you have an iPad, this game probably is gorgeous. I'm sure that's the way to go. This game had no business being this good, but I'm here for it. Thank you guys if you made it this far. Obviously, this is a different kind of video. This is not Helldivers, but I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm going to continue to bring Helldivers videos, but I'm also going to bring different stuff. And I thought some of you guys might be interested in this game because I feel like a lot of us Helldivers were Destiny players at some point. Low-key, Destiny is another company that I could see doing a collab with Helldivers the same way Halo did. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you guys as always for making it this far. Please go ahead and have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day. Peace!